The evening sunlight streamed through the windows, bathing my apartment in a soft golden glow. It was the kind of light that felt warm and nostalgic, stirring up memories of quiet moments spent with loved ones. I had just settled onto the couch, my laptop balanced on my knees, when a familiar chime broke the stillness. My phone buzzed on the coffee table, and I leaned forward to pick it up. The name Mom flashed on the screen, and I felt a small, familiar flutter in my chest. Her messages were like little drops of sunshine, rare but always radiating warmth. I opened the text, my heart softening as I read her words.
Hi, my love. I hope you're doing well. The weather's turning cold here. I knitted you a scarf. It's not much, but it'll keep you warm when it arrives. I miss you. Let me know when you're free to video call. Love, Mom.
I smiled, tracing the edge of my phone with my thumb as I reread the message. Her words, simple as they were, carried a weight of care and love that transcended the miles between us. It had been years since I'd last seen her in person, her life in Taiwan and mine here in Singapore, creating a distance that felt both physical and emotional at times. Yet, her presence in my life had always been constant, steady as the tide. Later that evening, after tidying the kitchen and lighting a candle on the coffee table, I opened my laptop and clicked the video call button. The screen flickered to life, and there she was, my mom. Her familiar face framed by streaks of silver in her dark hair. Her smile was warm, instantly filling the room with a sense of home.
Joelle, look at you,
she said, leaning closer to the camera.
You look healthy. Are you eating enough? Sleeping enough?
Her questions came in a rapid stream, each one filled with genuine concern. I chuckled softly, nodding as I reassured her. I'm doing fine, Mom. I promise. As we spoke, our conversation drifted between updates about my life and stories from her world. She told me about the new neighbors who had moved in next door, the community events she'd attended, and the garden she'd been tending with care. I listened, my heart swelling with gratitude for these glimpses into her life, even from afar.
Do you remember when you used to help me in the garden?
She asked suddenly, her eyes lighting up with the memory. I smiled, the image surfacing easily. Of course. I hated pulling weeds, but I loved planting the flowers. You always said I had an eye for which colors worked well together. Her laughter, warm and full, filled the space between us.
You always did. You've always had a way of seeing beauty where others might not.
Her words lingered, settling into the quiet spaces of my heart. For a Pisces like me, these small affirmations carried immense weight, shaping the way I saw myself and the world around me. I felt a familiar pang of longing, wishing I could be there with her, digging my hands into the soil and sharing in the simple joys of her days. As our conversation continued, my mom's tone grew more serious.
Joelle, I'm proud of you,
she said, her voice steady and sincere.
I know it's not easy living so far from home, but you've built a good life for yourself, and I'm grateful you've stayed so connected to your roots.
Her words brought a lump to my throat, and I swallowed hard, blinking back the sudden sting of tears. Thanks, Mom, I managed, my voice softer than I intended. You taught me how to stay connected, to people, to life, to what really matters. After we said our goodbyes, I sat at the kitchen table for a while, the glow of the laptop screen fading into darkness. Her words echoed in my mind, a quiet affirmation of the values she had instilled in me. Family, for me, wasn't just a relationship defined by blood. It was a feeling, a sense of belonging that transcended time and distance. The vase of sunflowers on the table caught my eye, their bright yellow petals seeming to reach for the fading light. I thought about how my mom would have loved them, how she always found joy in the little things, a trait I'd inherited from her. My heart swelled with a mix of longing and gratitude, the two emotions intertwining in a way that felt both comforting and bittersweet. As I prepared for bed, I lit a lavender-scented candle on my nightstand, the soft glow casting flickering shadows across the room. I thought about the future, not in rigid terms, but as a tapestry of moments yet to come, woven with threads of love, growth, and connection. I thought about my mom's words, her steady belief in me, and the way her love had always been a quiet anchor in my life. For a Pisces like me, life wasn't just about the milestones or achievements. It was about the connections that gave those moments meaning. And as I drifted off to sleep, I felt a sense of peace, knowing that no matter where life took me, the bond I shared with my mom would always be a part of me, guiding me like the stars.